Hey guys, today is cycle day 23, and I took a test yesterday, which was probably too early, but I had a dollar test, so I did it, and it was negative. But, like I said, it was probably too early, really. I mean, it wasn't even like one of the sensitive ones, like, that detects the small amount, it was just one of the cheap Dollar Tree ones. And I took it in the middle of the day because I was anxious. So I don't know why I do that, because then it just gets your hopes down, which is so frustrating. So I don't really know why I did it, but I did. Well, partially because my husband has never been with me when I found out I was pregnant. I've always called him and told him over the phone. I don't really know why, but I have. With Taylor, I found out at the doctor's office because we had been trying to conceive him for over a year. And I was on Clomid and Provera and to get pregnant with him. So they did the pregnancy tests at the doctor's office. They gave me some free pregnancy tests at the office. So I went in there and they told me there, and Jake was at work. And so I called him at work and I said, guess what? I need to talk to you. And he called me back. He's like, what is so important? I'm in a meeting. And I just said, I'm pregnant. And he said, cool, let me call you right back. And I always give him such a hard time about it. But he was in an important meeting. And he did call right back, and he was excited. And then with Davis, it was right after I had miscarried. And also with the miscarriage, he wasn't home when I found out either. But with Davis, I took the test, and I just called him at work and said, I think I see a really, really faint line. I can't believe it. When you come home, you gotta look at it. So he looked at it when he got home, and that's how he found out with Davis. So this time around, I want him to be here and find out together. I think it would be fun, and we would like to videotape it so that we have those memories, because this will probably be our last baby. So, yeah, so we recorded it yesterday. I probably won't post it because it was negative, and it wasn't a very good video, and I need to set it up so that you can see both of us, because you can only see my husband. So but I'll take another test here soon. The last 3 days my stomach has been very bloated feeling. It's felt not crampy, just it feels really heavy and really bloated. And so that's a little different for me. And last month I had a 40 day cycle, which is way long for me. And so for me to be having period cramps / bloating and stuff already is pretty early for me. Usually I'll get it a day or two before I start my period. But this is a week before I would start my period. So that's a little unusual for me, but not unheard of, I would guess. But I don't really pay attention that much to my cycle when I'm not trying to conceive. So it's hard. I should, but I don't. And so, yeah, I'm not really sure, but today I woke up and it feels more like period cramps. My stomach's really tender, but like I said, I'm only on cycle day 24, so I have nearly a week, before it would start. If I started in 28 days, that would be pretty fast for me. I usually have a little bit longer cycle when I get off birth control. So we will see though. I'm going to wait to take a test until this weekend if it doesn't come this week, so that my husband's home. And I have to use, first morning urine, and he leaves at 6 in the morning. Not that I don't want to find out, but I don't want to get up at 6 in the morning and take a test, especially because it's early still, and I want to make sure that I get an accurate response to the pregnancy test this time. I don't like to be discouraged. It's not fun. So I am going to wait till this weekend, and I will do another update then, and then I'm going to post all of these videos at the same time so you guys can follow my trying to conceive journey, but I don't want it to be on there before I find out I'm pregnant. So all these videos will just be my little secret, I guess. Anyways, I will post probably this weekend, unless for some reason I get my period before then. I'll make a post and let you know how things are going. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Hey, so today is cycle day 24 still, but I decided that I would take an OPK just to see if I can figure out what was going on. Because I took one yesterday and there was a line, but it wasn't as dark as the test line. And earlier in this month, I took one and there was nothing at all. But the tests were expired, and so I thought, well, maybe it was just bad results. So I ran out and got an OPK today so that I could test today and see if the line was darker than yesterday. And let's see if I can see. Hard for me to see if you can see, but the bottom one I took today and this one I took yesterday, it's much darker. So I would say today is a positive OPK. Yay, finally. So yeah, I'm guessing that I'm ovulating today. They say that they can detect pregnancy also, but you can't tell the difference because they'll register for HCG and your LH surge. So yeah, it's more than likely just the OPK testing positive, but it's so crazy that it would be today, 24 days into my cycle that I'd get a positive OPK. But yeah, like even the line is darker. Let me see if I can hold it up this way. Maybe that would be easier. Yeah, see the line is darker. The test line is actually darker than the control line. So it's definitely a positive OPK today, which is cool. So at least I know that I ovulated this month. It was late, but it happened. So I'm excited. So I guess we will start trying, technically, again today. So yeah. Okay, bye. Today is cycle day 25. And today would be the day that I could take the early pregnancy test if I ovulated and had a 28-day cycle. But I think I'm going to wait. I can't decide. I don't usually have 28-day cycles. Go. Sorry, trying to get my dog out. I don't normally have 28-day cycles. I have, but usually they're a little bit longer, a couple days. And seeing as today would be like the day to take it early, like it's before my missed period, I think it'd be better if I waited because I don't want to get false positive to find out it's positive later. But if it's negative, then it's negative. But at least I would know like a for sure answer like on the weekend. So today is Tuesday. And I'll probably wait till at least Friday, maybe Saturday, if my period hasn't started. I'm trying to think when it would have started if I had a 28-day cycle. Let's see, 25, 6, 7, 28, 3 days, Tuesday, Friday, if I did that right. Friday is when it would have started. So if it hasn't started by Friday, maybe I'll test Saturday morning. And then I should get a relatively accurate, because that would be like early if I had a longer cycle, or late if I had a 28-day cycle. So anyways, that's what I'm planning on doing. So far the signs, symptoms, if I am pregnant, then the things that I've had so far are my stomach has been so crampy all month. It's been kind of off and on. Today it's not as bad, but the last couple of days it's been super tender. Like if the kids push on it or anything, like when they're hugging or jumping on me or whatever, I'm like, oh, that hurts so bad. So my stomach's been really tender. It's been real bloated and crampy like the last few days. It's still not much of a cervical mucus change. It's been very similar, although a couple of times now I will think that like AF started, and then I'm like, oh shoot, and then it's nothing. It's just like a big gush, kind of too much information, but kind of like a big gush of like cervical mucus. And I know that I had that both times when I was pregnant with the boys. I'm hoping that these are pregnancy signs. They may and may not be. I really feel like I'm pregnant. I really do. I will be surprised if I'm not. That's how sure I am that I am this time. But like I said, this is only the first month I've been trying. So that would be pretty awesome if it happened the first month. Let's see what else. I've been so tired. By like 3 in the afternoon, I am ready for a nap. I'm exhausted. And then by the time the kids are in bed at 7, I am shot. I go and lay down and I watch TV and I